Hello, and welcome to a virtual field trip through Island Beach State Park, located in Seaside Park, New Jersey. My name is Brant Ryman, and I'll be your tour guide showing you some of the sights and attractions. Island Beach State Park is nestled in the central eastern portion of the New Jersey coast, in a complex of protective barrier islands that are home to unique flora and fauna reminiscent of a pre-developed Jersey shore. This beautiful state park is a roughly 10-mile thin stretch of pristine white sands beach with an ample room for public recreation and wildlife habitat. It is made up of salt marsh on the western side of the islands that ease into thicket and then maritime forests before approaching large open dunes with a variety of flora on the eastern ocean side. If you're planning to visit in the summer, you can often find many people going to the beach for a swim and soaking up the sun, or possibly catching one of many beautiful sunsets. There are lots of opportunities to spot wildlife both on the beach and back in the marsh from one of many viewing areas. Some common birds you may see around the park are the red-winged blackbird, a glossy ibis, a snowy egret, a lesser yellowleg, perhaps all at once, or if you can get on a boat or kayak, you can enjoy the sights of great blue herons, and if you're lucky, you may see one of my favorites, the osprey. Visiting in the winter and spring is also filled with opportunities to view wildlife as the temperatures and the water cool down. A new group of birds migrate into the park, as well as some other critters. And one of my favorite, but unfortunately one that I have not seen in several years, is the snowy owl, seen here perched upon the west face of a great dune. In January and February, you will likely see several red fox around in their bright winter coats. They will take an interest in you if you do to them, but be careful as they are sly and may take a look through your things if you're not watching. Some birds that stay a while in the winter are waterfowl, such as loons, buffleheads, mergansers, and common surf ducks. Additionally, you may spot a gray ghost, also known as the northern harrier, gliding above the marsh looking for its next meal. In the spring months, if you watch the ocean closely, you can see some humpback whales breaching and possibly a seal taking a rest on a nice morning. I chose to do my eDNA sampling on February 10, 2024 at the northern part of Island Beach State Park by a marina used only in the summertime for bay recreation. I walked out along the bay shoreline and picked a small tidal pool of water to take my sample in. I prepared the syringe and drew 50 milliliters of water into the syringe. Next, I screwed the keeping filter on the syringe and expelled the water through the filter and out. Through this process, the eDNA was captured by the filter. I unscrewed the filter and drew 50 more milliliters of water to repeat the process to ensure a proper sample was taken. Next, I injected preservative solution into the filter to ensure the DNA would make it to Jonah Ventures. Capped and sealed, it was ready to ship. In the results that I got back from Jonah Ventures, there were some familiar fish and then some that I had never heard present in these waters. The familiar ones included the permit fish, the Atlantic silverside, white flounder, and winter flounders, and the green goby. But the others were curious, such as the Pacific herring, Forto pompano, and ruby snapper. Now these are tropical fish, so I found it interesting that they could have DNA around here. They may not be as unlikely as I think, though, because the waters do warm up to almost 75 degrees in the August months, and we've been known to have spottings of tropical fish. Anyways, thank you for watching this virtual field trip, and I hope you'll visit in person someday. See you down the road.